Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2023. We're here. Aries, this is for Aries Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity and to get very specific, a little bit more specific with your reading. I do this, Aries, because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, okay? As if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence on divination, all right? And every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, ruling planet, ruling sign. We go really deep when the two are combined. Now, Aries, this is a big month. This is a big month. We have another eclipse. I want you to know we have another eclipse on May 5th, okay? Not only that, Jupiter is leaving your sign. This is a big moment, okay? It's been in your sign for a year, all right? So it's moving into Taurus, and I want you to know this is a great thing, okay? This is a great thing. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but just to give you an idea, Jupiter in Taurus for you, Aries, that's your second house, okay? What does that mean? You're probably going to make the most money that you have since 2012, okay? 2011, 2012. A lot of y'all have already started making a lot of money the past few months. So this is really great. I really love that. And if, again, I always say if you're like the king of Norway, king of Sweden or whatnot, where money's not even a thing for you, you're not here for money, hey, second house is also self-worth, self-value. Remember, Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity, profit, expansion. So that's really great. One other thing that I want to highlight is that, you know, we do have that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Now, why is this a big deal for you, Aries? Out of all the signs, this is in your 8th house. This is in your house of death and rebirth, of transformation. You've been going through some transformations. You've been having some great things happen in your life, and now we are going to see a really big change. Eclipses are game changers. Now, this one in Scorpio, if you want to think back, you know, eclipses happen in cycles, and if you want to think back as to what happened in November 2021, okay? Or even the one that we had May 15th, 2022, all right? You may see patterns, you may pick up little things, you might find some conclusions to some things that have happened around that time. Listen, eclipses are game changers, and this one, I'm not gonna lie, it's not like as great as the one as we had in your sign last month, but it's more about, you know, think about the 8th house. I mean, you're gonna do a little bit of soul searching to really know what you want. I wouldn't even say a little bit, I'd say a lot of it. Okay, I'd say a lot of it. Like, we're really going deep. There's a lot of depth, all right, to this one, okay, to this eclipse, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, because what I do, if you're new to my channel, I do your spread, but stay tuned to the end because I pull more cards, okay? I break it down week by week. I haven't even talked about the fact that, you know, right after Jupiter goes into Taurus, we have a new moon in Taurus. Right after that, you're going to love this. We have Mars entering Leo. We have Mars entering Leo. Oh my goodness, that's your 5th house of love, of pleasure, of self expression, creativity, even procreation. What makes that interesting, Aries? Venus and Mars are in Cancer for the first 2 weeks, okay? They're both in Cancer. I mean, that's a lot of love. That's a lot of love, 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 love. That's very nurturing. That's very, a lot of emotional intelligence involved with that. But a lot of y'all could be moving into new relationships. I'm not going to lie. Or if you are, like if you're single, but if you are in a relationship, you could be taking it to a whole other level. You could be seeing your relationship in a whole new light. But even still, there's a lot of action, okay? And I'm not going to lie. Like, I'll just put it out there. I know I have younger readers, but we're all mature here. There's a lot of sexual activity, okay, for this month for you, all right, because we're hitting both the 5th house and the 8th house for you. That's a lot of sex. All right, so just so you know, let's go ahead and get started, okay? There's so much happening, you know, this month. I mean, Venus is entering Cancer. I mean, like, that's, you know, that's a big thing that's going to happen the 7th. But again, I'm going to break it down, everything week by week. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you, Aries, the last thing I'm going to tell you is, you know, Mercury is retrograde, okay? For the first few weeks. Now, this is what's really interesting, and I want you to see this as a 3-act play. Okay, so when Mercury went retrograde, you probably for the past few weeks have been thinking about restructuring or thinking about your finances or even your self-worth and your value. Am I getting compensated for what I'm worth? Like, I'm worth more than this, a lot of that. And even like thinking about your salary and income. All right, now we're gonna have Cazimi, Mercury Sun Cazimi, on May 1st, and so this is kind of the halfway point of the Mercury retrograde. So this May 1st, boom, that's when you have that moment of clarity, because it's all about reassessing things, right? And then you realize, I know what I have to do. I've got, this is what I have to fix. This is what, I have to do to, reach everything that I'm looking for. Okay. And then May 14th is when Mercury goes direct. And then just a few days after that, May 16th, Jupiter moves into Taurus. And, this Mercury retrograde is in Taurus. So this is amazing. It's almost like everything that you're putting action toward, anything that you haven't putting action toward, you will see. Remember, again, Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the month of May 2023. Again, this is for Aries, Sun and Rising. And as you can see, my dog has joined me today. She, by the way, is always sleeping up here, and she takes up my table space. So I'm going to make do here. We're going to see what's going on for you, Aries. As I said earlier, by the way, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is, can you tell that I'm speechless? Can you see your spread? Can you see this? Can you see this? Let me put this mic away. This is like, I don't even know what to say. Look at your spread, Aries. I honestly don't know what to say. Okay, let's go. We're going to get started here. Look, when I say you're entering this transformative period of your life, boom, things are happening for you in the best way possible. Do you see this? I usually start in order, but I'm going to just show you. You got Justice, you got the Magician, you got Judgment, you got Death, you got 5 out of 6 cards, 5 major arcanas. This is very rare. This is extremely rare, okay? Extremely rare. Let's go ahead and get started. You got Justice, okay? Now, this is very everything that you have been working for, you're basically cashing in your karma points. Everything that you've put action into. And that's the key word. I want you to put action into everything that you want. If you don't put action into anything, nothing's going to happen. I mean, actions have consequences, as indicated with a Justice card, but equally so, inaction have consequences too. So please take action. Take action. This is your time. Remember, this is your time. You still have Jupiter in your sign for the first, 2 weeks here. I mean, take action for the things that you want, okay? You got the Justice card. This is all about balance, having that balance. There's a lot of symmetry in this card, okay? And balance in this card. In fact, in the major arcana, she's at 11, right? She's at 11. And then there we go, in the middle of the major arcana, right? So that balance, you see, even the card is perfectly symmetrical, okay? Interesting, right? It's very interesting. And you do see the scale indicating that balance. Now, think about this. 11, right? If for some of y'all, maybe your lucky number, but listen, 11, 1 + 1 = 2. What did I say? Jupiter's going into your second house. This is really freaking amazing, all right? This is almost like everything you are, again, cashing in your karma points. Justice has been served for you. Justice has been served. I absolutely love this for you. All right. This is honestly, because look at where it brings us. You got the Magician in the heart of your spread. I haven't seen the Magician in the heart of the spread in a long time, by the way. So this is really amazing. The Magician, we're just starting off our journey, right? We're just starting. When I say you're about to embark on this new journey, think about this, okay? Whether in your physical world, whether emotionally, physically, mentally, you're good. You're good. The Magician has the power to manifest anything he wants, okay? Anything he wants. He's got all tools of tarot at his disposal. You see that here. The cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords. Where do you want to direct that energy? Is it more money? Is it career? Is it family? Is it relationship? You have so much power right now. You see the symbol of infinity over his head. You see all the roses, the gardens here. I mean, this is a magician, right? Magicians make things happen, okay? But also card of action. Remember, take that action in terms of the things that you want. Aries, your reading is freaking me out, okay? Your reading is freaking me out because I'm just looking at the right I'm not. Anyway, let me just keep going. One thing I want you to know, as above, so below, right? Now, one thing I want you to see here, you see his hand to the sky, hand to the ground, okay? The hand of the sky with the magician's baton. Listen, you know what your dreams are. You know what your passions are. You know what you want. You know what you're trying to achieve. You know what's going to bring you on that path to enlightenment. Now, pay attention to the hand to the ground. That's the most important thing here, because you know everything up there. Bring them into your reality, and you can this month, and you will this month. And this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I don't know if you're into sacred geometry, but you know there is there's something called the dodecahedron. Okay, it's a geometric shape, but it's very symbolic in many ways. Plato said it was the shape of the universe. Okay, 12-sided. Right now, again, I'm not going to get too much into it, but the magician is the dodecahedron. This is like everything. This is everything. This is the universe. Okay, you have this power, but here's the thing: you got the Fool. But you got the Fool in your challenge area. So some of y'all, you need to take that leap of faith. This is all, look at him standing on the edge of the cliff, no care in the world. I mean, he has so much faith in himself, so much confidence in himself, so much faith in the universe. Look at the full abundance of the sun. This is an optimistic card, a card with opportunity, a lot of innocence here. Now, honestly, when it comes up in your challenge area this month, there may be a point where you're just like, oh, I don't know if I do it. Do it. It's how you've got the magician in the heart of your spread. You've got the justice protecting, like you're good. You're good. Take that leap of faith. If you have, a job offer that you're just like, oh my goodness, like, or you see like a job on like, I don't know, LinkedIn or something, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm qualified. Take that leap of faith. Do it. Just apply anyway, right? Someone that you may be interested in. Take that leap of faith, all right? It's better to take all these risks. Risks bring confidence. Confidence is risks, right? Take that leap of faith. Now, you got the Death card in your crown. So how crazy is this? I was telling you earlier, this full moon eclipse, the lunar eclipse in your 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. You pull the card of Scorpio. Scorpio rules the Death card. It is in your crown. This is indicating you want this transformation. Look at that. The Death with the Magician coming right after the Justice. You want this transformation. Just be confident. Confidence, okay? Take that leap of faith, because look at this. You got the 5 of Cups and the root of your spread. This is a card of loss, disappointment, but and so this month there may be something that you're going to lose. I'm not going to lie. This is a major eclipse. It's a major eclipse. It's emotional. It's a lunar. It's different from the solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is more the moon, right? Lunar eclipse. It's more emotionally based. Okay. Now, and there's Uranus is opposing it. It's not like the best eclipse. Okay. So there could be something eclipsed out of your life, and so this is indicating there probably will be. You see him. He's feeling a little bit of loss here, a little bit of grief. But here's the thing. Look at that. There's 2 full cups behind him. All he has to do is look up. And how do you even know that this loss that you have was actually bad for you? So don't dwell on the past. He's looking back. I want you to look forward. Look at all this possibility and potential. This is amazing for you. I'm like speechless here. This is absolutely amazing. So there may be, again, some sort of loss, some sort of grief. I want to tell you something here, Aries. The last lunar eclipse that happened in Scorpio, that was on May 15th, 2022. I was seeing somebody. They broke up with me out of the blue, out of nowhere. And of course, it really, it had an impact on me as it would anybody, right? After, I would say like 2 weeks afterward, I realized it let someone else in. And so just know, if you feel like there is something that does, if something does happen this month where, it could be maybe a job loss, it could be something like a breakup, it could be something, the cups are emotions, right? Something that just makes you feel, ugh, right? But know that you have the potential to look up and keep moving forward and stop looking back at the past, because he's dwelling on the spilled cups. And then remember how he said, how do we even know if this was actually good for you? Like, look at the cups. Sure, there's wine spilling out of it, but then look really close. What's that green stuff? Is that poison? Was this even good for you? Look up and move forward. You got the Magician in the heart of your spread. Now look at what you got in your future. You got Judgment. I'm not even joking. This is probably your best monthly reading. Like, it is very, very rare to get what you have here. It is very rare, okay? Judgment. There's 22 paths in the major arcanas. There's 22 paths in the tree of life. We're coming near the end, right? Right before the world card. And so this is having that spiritual, like, awakening, all right? Really knowing who you are. This is going to happen. This came in your future. The potential is there. Remember what I said. You're going to, this eclipse in your 8th house, it's deep, all right? It has that emotion. It's like very deep. It's light. It's like soul searching energy. And here you go. And you see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, right? What does that mean? Look at the dead. They're arising. Dead are gray and tarot, wisdom. Now, they've heard the blow of the trumpet. They're looking for a meaningful experience, okay? Secondly, this is the only card in tarot that has a huge connotation of sound, all right? What is sound? It's frequency, right? It's vibrations. And so this is raising your energy levels, okay? And to the point where you have that moment of clarity, all right? Secondly, sound is healing, all right? So this is absolutely amazing. You're going through, the table's shaking because my dog is like scratching. Sorry about that. The power of a dog's kick. Look at that. Okay, so this is you having your spiritual awakening. Remember what I said like earlier, having that aha moment. You know what you have to do to move forward. There you go. But this is also like really going deep, really knowing what you want, really knowing who you are, and having that moment, okay, that spiritual awakening. That, when you turn on like HBO or like The Simpsons, and there's that angelic like, this is that moment, okay? This is that moment. Aries, I'm very excited for you. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, like this is crazy. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. As you know, I love hearing from you. And if you're new to my channel, it'd be great if you, and if you're a subscriber, sorry, I'm like tripping up from your reading. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me every week. You really make my day, and I'm about to make your day, okay? Look at your stuff. Let's get started. Knight of Pentacles. There you go. Boom, 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 boom is all I have to say. This is a knight who, all the knights are active, okay? They're all very active. However, you see his horse isn't going anywhere, okay? And there's a reason for that, all right? He likes to sow his seeds, reap his rewards, no matter how long it takes. This is very like Virgo energy, very practical, pragmatic. But listen, this is you wanting this new thing, all right? And having this longevity with it, having this long-term commitment potential. Think of being in it for the long haul. That's what this is, okay? For a lot of y'all, new career, all right? New path, money, wealth, okay? But then remember, Pentacles are physical reality. So what resonates with you in your physical world, within your orbit, okay? Is it a relationship? What do you want to take for the long haul? That's what y'all are going to be thinking about for May. But now, look, you got another knight. You got the Knight of Swords that came in your external factors area. This is really amazing, okay? Knights are fire, swords are air. So what happens when you put fire and oxygen together? whoosh, right? And this is, you know, swords are the mental suit. So this is logic, this is intellect, this is decision making, this is just you moving forward. Again, very transformative energy. I'm going to point something out here. You can see the butterflies on his horse, okay? And his armor. I mean, this is like very transformative. This is in your external factors area. So there's going to be a moment that gets you like, remember I said you're going to have that aha moment? You're going to have it this month. You're going to have it this month. Big, like the first few weeks of May energy. It's going to happen in the first few, that's what's coming through for me. But this is amazing, okay? You see him actually going into the storm. I mean, nothing can stop him. You're good. Boom, like blazing through. Now, 8 of Cups. Hello. You got the 5 of Cups in the Redeemer spread, and now you got the 8 of Cups with, check it out, an eclipse, okay? Eclipse happening. There you go. You're leaving something behind, all right? You're leaving something behind because you know something's better for you. You know something's better for you, all right? That's what this man is doing in the red cape, red shoes, a lot of passion, a lot of power, moving forward during an eclipse. This is a game-changing card. This is an incredibly game-changing card, but you see a lot of water here, so emotional too, and almost even bittersweet, okay? There could be something that eclipses out of your life, okay? And it could be something where you're like, you know, if I have the feels, but you know that there is something better, okay? And I want you to know that there is something better because look, in your final outcome, you got the Ace of Wands. Aries, I truly believe this is the best reading that you've had in monthly reading. I mean, the Ace of Wands, we all know this is, you know, aces usher in new change, a new path, new possibilities, new journeys, but wands are passions, ideas, creativity, also work related, very work related, okay? So something new is coming into your life, all right? Something new, there's something new coming into your life. Most definitely. You got the Death card, you got the Magician, you got the Judgment. I mean, most definitely, and there's this long-term energy with it. Ace of Wands, look at the leaves sprouting from the wand, okay? Planting those seeds, plant those seeds. I mean, this wand is alive. I mean, this is very lively. Aries, I just expect it, something new coming through to in your life this month. Aries, I'm so excited for you. I honestly, this is a major, massive reading. So as I promised, I'm going to break it down week by week, okay? The first week is when you're going to have that mental breakthrough, okay? Especially when the sun, remember, May 1st, all right? The sun's conjuncting the Mercury, which is retrograde. So thinking back, and Mercury's in Taurus. Again, money, thinking about what do I have to do to make more money? What do I have to do to get what I deserve, right? Because it's also like self-value and self-worth. And then like on the 5th, we have that full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio, all right? Remember, that's really, really deep. It's in your 8th house, ruled by Scorpio. So this is going to affect you hard. It's going to affect you the most. It's actually going to affect, okay, so if we're going to look at it sequentially, it's going to affect the fixed signs the most, right? Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, right? And Taurus. But you come next. But it's still going to affect you deeply. I mean, this full moon is in Scorpio, in your 8th house, ruled by Scorpio. So just remember, this is going to be a big, huge eclipse. You may feel changes that day. You may feel changes that week. You may feel changes, within 6 months. Okay, I mean, these eclipses have a really long shelf life. All right, then I'm just gonna do it. I know. I talk a lot, so I'm just really excited about your waiting. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of May. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say, right? Oh my gosh. So, you just got the Hierophant, okay? Remember what I said from everything that I said from the very beginning, since I spoke, okay? Mercury's in Taurus. We're in Taurus season. Jupiter's moving into Taurus. The Hierophant ruled by Taurus. I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, this is like so synchronatic with what's happening astrologically. But even if you were to take all the astrology aside, you're moving. And I mean, Yeah, I'm very excited for you. Now, the Hierophant, listen, again, more wisdom here. You see the two columns, all right? Now, this is someone who's like a spiritual leader, someone who is, there's a lot of structure and traditions with this card, but think of like a Greek priest, like the Pope. He has like the Pope energy. Actually, he is a Greek priest. If you think about the word Hierophant, hero, heros, okay? If we're going back to his etymological root, meaning sacred, holy, right? Font, feinen, all right, to reveal, to display. So it's the first time, first card where two other people appear, all right, and the major arcana is the Hierophant. When you have that deep sacred wisdom and knowledge and truth and all of that, you spread it, okay? And so y'all are going to have that moment of clarity to a point where you can spread this, wisdom and great knowledge. And, it's almost like you're getting this platform, all right? I love this for you. Now, the second week of, and then Venus enters Cancer. I love that, okay? Because now at that point, Mars and Venus are in Cancer, all right? Huge. I mean, you're gonna have the feels. You're gonna have the feels, and that is in your fourth house. Okay, so a lot of action actually, could happen, home related, because that's your fourth house. All right, things that are going to be happening in your home, and that does include relationships. All right, it does include relationships and family. Now, second week, the big thing this week, there's a lot of aspects, and I always say, if you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box. I talk more about them in my weekly readings, but the big thing is Mercury goes direct. I mean, that really is the huge thing that's happening. Venus is trining Saturn. I mean, it's a beautiful week. The second week is a beautiful week. I mean, Venus trining Saturn. I mean, like, talk about like long-term commitment energy for the passions that you have and your love for, even like relationships and whatnot, and money. Venus, remember, rules money too. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with you for the second week of May. Oh, there you go. Speaking of money, you're going to have to make a decision, all right? There's going to be something coming through. You got the Two of Pentacles, all right? So this is possibly the time where there could be, again, remember, like having that moment of clarity, having that aha moment, something coming through that week, something that you've been working for, something that you've been manifesting, something that you want. Think about what relates to you, okay? Because remember, this is money and wealth, all right? Now, again, the Hierophant, Taurus, all right? Taurus's ruling planet is Venus, all right? So keep that in mind. Money, love, all right? Now, listen. Two of Pentacles, here we go. Money and wealth. You may have to make a decision. You could also be carrying on a lot, and you may have to let something go, okay? For some Aries, all right? Remember, you got the Five of Cups and the root of your spread, all right? And then you have the Eight of Cups at the third card. I mean, it's like your biggest hope for the month is leaving something for something better, okay? That's your biggest hope, all right? And then now you got it with the Two of Pentacles, all right? So, oh my goodness, Aries, you're reading. And then the third week is the biggest week. It is the biggest week of May, all right? All right, so Jupiter is entering Taurus. This is on May 16th. This is going to be a year-long aspect until May 2024. You are going to make the most money that you have made since 2011, 2012. Bear that in mind, okay? Again, if you are, Richard Branson watching this, and it's like, you're like, oh, I'm not here for money. Like, it's self-worth, self-value to a whole other degree, okay? Obviously, you have to look at your whole birth chart. You have to look at your entire birth chart because, it affects rising, big time. But we also have that new moon in Taurus. I mean, this is, again, in your second house of money and self-value. And then Mars is entering Leo. Like I told you, Mars is moving into Leo. That is your ruling planet. That Mars is your ruling planet going into Leo in your fifth house, all right? Fun, pleasure, love, sex, right? Fifth house, think of things that bring you pleasure, right? Even like family, children, self-expression, creativity, even procreation. Some of y'all may be thinking about having kids, maybe having kids. There could be activity with kids if you have kids, okay? And then the sun moves into Gemini. We move into Gemini season. So third week, as you know, really, really big week. So let's see what's going on for you for the third week of May. Oh my goodness, you got the Six of Pentacles. So if you have been in a situation where you've been needing a little bit of support, or even financially, it's coming. All right. Again, with the Hierophant as the card you pulled for the weeklies here, and then the Two of Pentacles right after with the Six of Pentacles, you could be that one that's helping people, all right? You could be the one that's helping people financially, all right? You see the very philanthropic man here, okay? Helping the needy, all right? Six is the heart of the tree of life. It's harmony, it's beauty, it's all of that, okay? Now, if again, it's money and wealth, but think about wealth in all areas of your life, okay? This is spreading wealth in knowledge, spreading wealth in, just that comfort, right? You're good. This is going to be an amazing month for you. And then the last week of May, it's really interesting. There's a really big theme of like courage and love the last week of May, and but we're going to talk about this more during the when I do my weekly readings for y'all. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the last week of May. You get the Three of Pentacles. So I want to show you something here. You see all the weeklies. You know how I said money's going to be like a big theme for y'all moving forward? You got Three Pentacle cards, and then you got the Hierophant, which is ruled by Taurus, whose ruling planet is Venus, okay? Love, money, everything that we desire, right? But Pentacles, money and wealth. And this is actually, the Three of Pentacles, and I love that you got this card because this is all about growth and advancement. Think about three, right? Three is growth, development, advancement, but it's also creation, the birth of new things. This is also teamwork energy, working with other people. You're going to be working with other people in a big way. This is... I expect that the last week of May, and it's going to be like really good, like bonding for you, okay? Whether it's like with colleagues or whether it's family, working to towards success and like enlightenment. And I honestly love this for you. I love this for you. It could be even like a project that you're working on, but in any case, you have Magician in the heart of your spread. You have a very powerful spread here with the Justice, Magician, Judgment, and then Death. I don't even know what to say. You're definitely moving something away. Something's going to be eclipsed out of your life, but it's actually something that it looks like it's something that you want to move forward with something. And then, you're on a new path. Something new is coming through. The Hand of Spirit offering you new opportunity here that's coming through this month. This is absolutely amazing. Just remember, take that leap of faith and don't look back. Look forward, okay? Don't let your past dictate your future. You have an amazing future. Aries, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week, right? Or I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.